Well, there is a breaking story that has been really brought to us by Daily Mail of Rafael Varane that he has really gotten an injury and he's going to undergo what we call a late fitness test in the morning to see whether he's going to feature into the game of Liverpool versus Manchester United that we are playing today at Anfield. Very huge injury blow that you wouldn't like to hear right now, because we thought that we are going all strong and full force at Liverpool, but one of the best players, the commander of the central defense of Manchester United, Rafael Varane, looks like he's doubtful. Welcome to United Matters channel. Greenwood stains because the national team manager of England, Gareth Southgate, is said to have decided not to call him up again for the English national team. And lastly, there is Virgil van Dijk throwing in some hints on how they think they can beat Manchester United, and Luke Shaw has gone ahead to tell us what we're supposed to do as fans and players to go on and really win the beautiful game of football at Anfield. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 12,000 subscribers. Guys, continue to subscribe and let's see close to 200 likes onto this video. Now, as we prepare for the game of Liverpool today, a breaking story has really landed in and is coming from the Daily Mail. They've told us that Manchester United defender Rafael Varane will have a fitness test. We'll have a fitness test ahead of Sunday's afternoon trip to Liverpool, with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof on standby to feature at Anfield. This is one of the stories that you wouldn't like to get from Manchester United. And Harry Maguire on standby, very, very calamitous. That is that guy. But Craig Hope, he writes for the Daily Mail, continued and let us know that Rafael Varane has been complaining of leg pain in recent days and will be assessed after breakfast tomorrow. Manchester United are hopeful he will be fine to resume his central defensive partnership with Lisandro Martinez against Liverpool. Now, this is a story that you don't want to hear when you're going to play your biggest game in the season. Why is it big in the season? The biggest rivalry in English football is between United and Liverpool. United has 20 league trophies and Liverpool has 19. They do have their coastline differences that really existed even before the start of these football teams. You get? Now, Liverpool are really welcoming back very many players. Virgil van Dijk, there is Konate, Jota, close to 3-4 players are back. And when you look at their central defense of Konate and Virgil van Dijk, if at all they are to perform their best on the day, you expect them to be hard to go past. That's it. The only weak link for me is the right back of Liverpool, that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. If we target him very well, we can get a result. But for us, it's really full of tears. You can't go to Liverpool without a fully fit Rafael Varane. Even if he's forced on the field of play to play, you will be 100% not sure that he's going to play the entire 90 minutes. And this plays in the favor of Liverpool. You get? Our team has been built on that strong side of the central defense. You get? Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez with Casemiro playing in front of them. We are just solid like none of the teams in the world. We are the best when you are having these three. And I've already started today that when Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro are on the field of play, we've never conceded any goal from an open play. That's it. That means most of goals we conceded have come in through from set pieces. Set pieces include corners, penalties, and free kicks. That's it. It shows you how good we are when you're having Rafael Varane. He commands that central defense. That back four is under his command as David De Gea is issuing his commandments behind. So you wouldn't like to play Liverpool when Rafael Varane is not available. But let's keep our hands crossed to see to it that he mans up in the morning and he passes the late fitness test that they are planning to really put up onto him. But if he's away, the options left include Lindelof and Harry Maguire. We saw the manager fronting Harry Maguire in the game of West Ham. He left him to play 90 minutes. And this time round, I don't think that he can trust him in the game of Liverpool. Slow as a snail if a player called Mikel Antonio was really turning him left, right, and center, and he even forced him to get a yellow card in just 30 minutes of the game because he had gone past him, then how do you bring Harry Maguire to face the likes of Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, and Mohamed Salah? All those can run. Diego Jota, they can run, meaning that in big games like these, if Varane is away, Lindelof can come in through. And I've always liked Lindelof. I've always liked the way Lindelof partners with Lisandro Martinez. They look solid. Even in the game of Chelsea that we played away, they played together. You get, every game we played after Rafael Varane got an injury towards the World Cup, from I think it was 18th October, we played some 6, 7, 8 games, and it was Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof playing into that central defense, and they really looked great. So I believe that as things stand, we are really a better side with Lindelof and Lisandro Martinez. With Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez, that's cry-some. But we look best with Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. So guys, quote me well. I've said we look good with Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof. And we look best with Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. But the return of Luke Shaw is going to complement us a lot onto that left back. Either Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Dalot, any who starts, I think he can get the job done and dusted at Anfield. But we are just keeping our hands crossed because Varane, having retired from international football, the manager has been trying to maintain him very well and manage him very well because you never saw him play a minute. I think he came on through and played like just seconds. In the game of United versus West Ham, you saw him play seconds just, and the manager was managing him very well after playing that finale. After playing that finale on Sunday and playing against Barcelona, that was Thursday and Sunday, he was rested on Wednesday. He just came on and played like 30 seconds. Then the referee blew the last minute whistle. And obviously, we thought that he had spent close a week without having any issues, and we are expecting him to start. But it's really worrisome that he is like that. And let's wait and see. The squad that is going to be traveling to Liverpool, if at all, is going to be among those players that have traveled to Liverpool at the Merseyside side to play against Liverpool at Anfield, because we need him badly. We need him badly, guys. If there is a player we need into that squad, it's supposed to be not Lisandro Martinez, it's Rafael Varane. Then Luke Shaw has gone ahead and really issued out a statement also as far as this Liverpool game is concerned. He has told the media or the United TV that if we want to fight for the title, we have to go there and win. We also know that it will be extremely difficult. It's always difficult against Liverpool. They are a very good team, and I think this will be a good game that is sure for us. He's hinting about if we want to fight, not to win, if we were fighting, because the right word to use is a fight. Why? We are now 14 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal's gone ahead to play 2 games ahead of us. If we lose today against Liverpool, that will put us in a situation of being 14 points behind Arsenal. You wouldn't like to be 14 points behind Arsenal when you want to still be in the title conversation. Even if we don't win the title, but us being in the title conversation shows how much Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to transform this team of Manchester United. That is it. So he's talking about if we want to fight for the title, we need to go all there and find ourselves a win at Anfield. It's not an easy side to visit, but we can really get something outside there. For the very first time, we are walking down to Anfield as favourites. For the past 6-7 years, Liverpool has been one of the best teams in the league, though they've managed to clinch that title only once, and Man City has won it several times. You get, ever since 2015-2016, when Leicester took it, this time round, City has been taking it for like 5 times. You get? So, Liverpool just interjected in the mid, 2019, 2020, and they won it. After winning it, they went toe-to-toe with City, but City has been winning it for the previous 2 seasons, and we don't want City to win that trophy because it's United only that has gone ahead to win the trophy 3 consecutive seasons. That is Manchester United. If City wins it this time round, they would have really leveled our record of winning it 3 times in a row, and we don't want that to happen. But Shaw is really hinting about lots of other things, like it being a difficult place to go. We know it's a difficult place to go, but we can really shock them. We can really shock them. With Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane doubtful, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, I think we have players that can really put that can put Liverpool to fall on their sword. Then their best defender, that is Virgil van Dijk, though this season he has been looking rusty, and he came out and really told us the reason as to why he has been looking rusty, that he played very many games in the recent 2-3 years for Liverpool because he almost never missed out on any game. Now, he has told us that on today's game versus Manchester United, he said, let's make sure everyone is at their best, including us, but also the fans, as they play a massive part too. That is Virgil van Dijk. So he's sending a message outside there to the fans and the players that everyone has to play his part. If you're a fan, you have to support to your best. If you're a player, you have to really play to your best. But amidst everything that is going down, I believe we're having an upper hand on Liverpool. Why? Scoring goals has not been our problem. And the only thing we have to go ahead and see is not to concede very many goals against Liverpool. I think it's going to be very hard for us to keep a clean sheet, but we can really put those balls past Liverpool. I think we are having a better midfield this time round than the times we've been meeting them. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do a combined 11, but I think in the combined 11, if at all I'm to do it, Liverpool can get like 3 or 4 players. 7 players for Manchester United can be expected to start into that fixture. So let's wait and see how that's going to unfold today at Anfield, because it's a very, very huge game. Biggest game of Manchester United, biggest game of Liverpool, and let's wait how things are really going to unfold. Now, yesterday, I brought you a story of Mason Greenwood return arrangement and plan being put in order by Manchester United on whether to let him in or out. But as things stand, it looks like Man United want to bring back Mason Greenwood, with the reason that they might not sign in a centre forward in the summer, because Greenwood is a centre forward and can help us lead that line when the likes of Martial are injured. If I don't want to play with Weghorst, he's really a certified number 9. Though under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he was played so much as a right winger or a right forward, but he thrives more as a centre forward because he is really clinical, he's ice cold, and he's better at all what he does. Now, a story has been put out concerning the English national team, because we had never had any story coming in from the side of the English national team that Mason Greenwood will never again be selected for England by Gareth Southgate. Now, the Sun has really taken the epitome of coming out and telling us stories concerning Mason Greenwood. They are releasing everything. They are breaking every story. It's the Sun. But there is something you're supposed to know about the Sun, that they're having people to break these stories. And who is feeding them in? I think it's the agents and the representatives of Mason Greenwood. Why? It's a trickery by the team of Mason Greenwood. Why? After the 19th of this month, we are going to the international break, and players are going to return around 1st April, 2nd, 3rd April. That's when they're going to return to action. So, it's expected that Gareth Southgate is going to be talking to media and addressing the media. Now, the Sun putting out that story just lifts up informs all the journalists that are really willing to go on and ask Gareth Southgate questions, to include that of Mason Greenwood onto their ladder of questions that they are planning to ask the manager. I think it's being played well. They want to hear exactly what's coming in from Southgate, and I think it's going to be one of those questions to be really directed to him. But I believe it's a story coming in from the representatives of Mason Greenwood, because it's targeting the international break. You get? It's targeting the international break. And I'm liking the way they are doing their stuff. But let's wait and see what's going to come from there, because I've given you my narrative. I don't think a decision can be made like that. It can't be made. If a player is playing for Manchester United, you can't tell me that there is a way you are going to stop him to play for the national team. The only thing is simple. If Greenwood starts playing for Manchester United again, he'll go ahead and put on that shirt of England. Why? This player has never been convicted over the alleged cases on him. He was acquitted. Secondly, he was innocent. And now he is a free man. So, as it stands, we wait and see what the manager of England will come out and really say. Rokan David remains my name. Your thoughts about the Rafael Varane injury blow being doubtful for the game of Liverpool are welcome in the comment section below. And Virgil van Dijk, Luke Shaw, and what they said also, I want to see them flow into the comment section below. And Mason Greenwood in national team stance, what do you think about it? I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, and may the Lord protect you and really give you the best protection that you deserve. It's a Sunday. Those that are going to church, I wish you safe journeys. And those that are going to pray from home, pray to the Lord, because He's the Lord God that gives us life. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Liverpool versus United later in the day. And if at all any development is put up concerning Rafael Varane, I'm going to come up here and really tell it to you, because I think at around lunchtime, we'll have known the squad of United that has traveled to Liverpool to take them on in what we call the biggest game of the season for Manchester United. Not so? Ciao, ciao.